Okay, I've unmuted myself to welcome you all to our Kabbalat Shabbat this afternoon. It's nice that the days are getting longer. So we're going to start straight away. We have Leigh Lewis giving us a Devar Torah. Over to you, Leigh. Welcome.
Oh, thank you very much. Good Shabbos, everybody. Good nearly Shabbos, everybody. I say good nearly Shabbos because it is still Friday, and it is the 7th of Adar, Zion Adar. In Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 5, it says, Vayomes Shom Moshe Eved Hashem Ba'eretz Moav. And Moses, the servant of God, died in the land of Moab, Al Pi Hashem, according to the words of Hashem. And so, from Jewish tradition, we know that not only did Moses die on the 7th of Adar, which has been calculated from the Gemara, if you want to know, it's Megillah 13b, but also he was born on the 7th of Adar, 120 years earlier. So that day has a special significance, and that is today. Verse 6 says, Vayikbar Oso, and he buried him, Bagai Be'eretz Moab, in the valley in the land of Moab. And because it just says he, it is assumed that God buried him. Because of that, the Chevra Kadisha have taken the 7th of Adar as their special day, the day when they didn't have to work, the day when they didn't get phone calls to prepare people, because they didn't prepare Moshe Rabbeinu. 7th of Adar is the special day for the Chevra Kadisha, whether it's the men or the women who prepare our loved ones for their final journey. Some communities, and there are different customs that have evolved, but some communities have special services for that day. Normally, the Chevra Kadisha fast on that day, and they have a special Shacharis service. The service is taken as a fast day. The laning is from Shemos, Vayachal, from the Sedra Kisisa, which is what we have on a normal fast day. But also there are special Salichas prayers to say and special other things to recite. It is a very special day for the work that the Chevra Kadisha do, whether it's the men or the women. Then they work in two separate ways. The men have their own local, some of the communities have their own local teams. The Chevra Kadisha always, in anonymity, do a most remarkable job. But it's not just in preparing our loved ones for their final journey. The families, when they find out that the local team did the tahara, prepared the body, they are always overcome with emotion. Not because it's so sad, but they are glad. They're glad that their final journey of their loved one was by people of their own community, people who they knew, people who loved them, because the respect for the body, for that person, is off the scale. We don't show that to any other living human being. The respect shown to someone who is deceased is remarkable. If we go back to that, so the 7th of Adar is always the Chevra Kadisha day. But it's not just a special day here. In Israel, it's an even more special day. Going back to verse 6 in chapter 34, the full verse says, Vayikbar Oso Bagai Be'eretz Moab. And he was buried him in the valley in the land of Moab, Mul Beis Peor, near to the place Beis Peor. It says, V'lo yoda ish es kavuroso, and nobody knows where he is buried, ad hayom hazeh, even to this day. And because nobody knows where Moshe Rabbeinu is buried, the rabbis picked up on the idea, and it still happens in Israel today. Today is a special day in Israel because of all the soldiers that have died from the IDF, where their resting place is not known. There is a wall on Mount Herzl where the names of 588 Israeli IDF soldiers where they're not known where they fell or have been buried. Their names are there as a permanent memorial to those heroes of the state of Israel. I can only say that I'd like to dedicate this talk to their memory, and I hope that their families do get some peace at some stage or are found to be able to come through this very, very difficult time in all the years that these soldiers may have been departed. But they are the people who defend our land, our state of Israel. And I hope that we, from now on, only see simchas and peace in the Middle East, and that the Chevra do not get called out again because of the coming of Mashiach, and that no other soldier has to be buried, whether their grave is known or not known. Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and Am Yisrael Chai.
Shikoyach.
Shakar, Leigh, that was very moving. As it happens, the London women the Chevra Kadisha, they don't actually keep Zion Adar. Diane Ehrentrow chose for us to have some Gedalia the day after Rosh Hashanah. But anyway, there we go.
Why is that? He was a Cohen. How would he know?
Well, he was he helped us a lot. He didn't do the work, but he did give guidance. Okay, anyway, right, so now we're going to sunny Bournemouth or rainy Bournemouth, whatever it is there, to welcome David Harris, who's going to give us, who's going to lead Kabbalat Shabbat. Thanks, David.